mind gravity.
Sorry, Don.
6, mind gravity circuit. That's what is it? 9.6.1.
Yeah.
On a paper 9.
Mm. The third source and center, the universal intelligence, is personally conscious of every mind, every intellect in all creation. And he maintains a personal and perfect contact with all these physical, moral, and spiritual creatures of mind endowment in the far-flung universes. All these activities of mind are grasped in the absolute mind gravity circuit, which focalizes in the third source and center. And is a part of the personal consciousness of the infinite spirit. It's a part of the personal consciousness of the infinite spirit.
When it
Much
says,
as,
sorry, Alison, when it says morontial, is that sort of related to like moron? Is that
yeah,
Kevin T.
definitely. We're all morons here. much of much
It's
as the
like the
father.
next step over it's like when you die, you're gonna go into Morontia world.
Yeah, yeah. It threw me a little bit because when my daughters were little, I was driving along one day and there was a car in front of us that was going really slowly and I was getting really frustrated. And this little voice pipes up from the back and says, Mummy, that's a moron, isn't it? I was so taken aback. I didn't know how to answer her. Anyway, I'll carry on with more important things.
Hey Alice, we are in a URANTIA book.
Oh, really? I don't have that book. Is it online?
Yeah, you
Yep.
can go online.
Urantia.
So
I can
we're
send you a
in the
link.
Urantia book. What is it? Paper 9, section
Yeah, she doesn't have it.
6.
But I could. How could I do it?
Urantia Foundation.
If you go
Yep,
to URANTIA Foundation
it'll be a PDF.
and there should be a section where you can actually read. Look, I sent you this link.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
And
We'll just wait a moment.
all you have to
Until
do is to
that.
find the, because I only have a Slovakian English one.
I've got all the pages here. Paper 1, Universal
Yeah,
Father. Paper
good.
2.
You need to go
Yes,
to paper
exactly.
9.
So go to paper 9, click 9.
Relation to the infinite spirit, the
And
And
universe.
then you go
then
to section 6.
keep going, scrolling down to sections thing, the mind gravity circuit.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very
And
hard,
we're
very
on the
difficult.
second paragraph.
Yeah, it's very difficult to grasp. So
All right. Okay. Much as the Father draws all personality to himself, and as the Son attracts all spiritual reality, so does the conjoined actor exercise a drawing power on all minds. He unqualifiedly dominates and controls the universal mind circuit. All true and genuine intellectual values, all divine thoughts and perfect ideas unerringly drawn into this absolute circuit of mind. Mind gravity can operate independently of material and spiritual gravity. But wherever and whenever the latter two impinge, mind gravity always functions. When all three are associated, it's material, spiritual, and mind, personality gravity may embrace the material creature. Physical or morontial, finite or absonite. What's absonite again?
I remember.
Must be like eternal or something. Finite or infinite. But irrespective of this, the endowment of mind, even in impersonal beings, qualifies them to think and endows them with consciousness despite the total absence of personality. Whew. Selfhood, selfhood of personality, dignity, selfhood of personality, dignity, human or divine, immortal or potentially immortal, does not, however, originate in either spirit, mind, or matter. It is the bestowal of the universal Father.
Mm.
Neither is the interaction of spirit, mind, and material gravity a prerequisite to the appearance of personality gravity. The Father's circuit may embrace a mind-material being who is unresponsive to spirit gravity, or it may include a mind-spirit being who is unresponsive to material gravity. The operation of personality gravity is always a volitional act of the universal Father. I have no idea. I have some idea, but I can't quite get there. While mind is energy associated in purely material beings, and spirit associated in purely spiritual personalities, innumerable orders of personality, including the human, possess minds that are associated with both energy and spirit. The spiritual aspects of creature mind unfailingly respond to the spirit gravity pull of the eternal Sun. Oh, here we go. Okay. The spiritual aspects of creature mind unfailingly respond to the spirit gravity pull of the eternal Sun. The material features respond to the gravity urge of the material universe.
Oh, allow yourself to sink into that little opening there.
Yeah, yeah.
That's lovely when it moves you like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I did like a couple of sentences before you.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ugh. Mm. Makes me very happy.
Mm-hmm. Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm just realizing I've got a bit of mind chatter going on. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just trying to let that go. It's like coming into the sunshine, pun intended. Okay. Cosmic mind. We're not associated with either energy or spirit. Okay, I'll just stay in the sunshine for a minute. Someone else can read if you want. I'm just going to stay here.
Mm. Cosmic mind, when not associated with either energy or spirit, is subject to the gravity demands of neither material nor spiritual circuits. Pure mind. Wow, imagine that. Pure mind. Pure mind is subject only to the universal gravity grasp of the conjoined actor. Pure mind is close to kin of infinite mind, and infinite mind, the theoretical coordinate of the absolute spirit and energy, is apparently law in itself. Apparently, they're not even sure how. Greater the spirit energy divergence, the greater the observable function of mind. What's divergence?
It's sort of spreading out.
Yeah,
It's
goes
like,
in
yeah,
different
it can
ways.
be different
Uh,
different paths.
mm. Apparently, the maximum function of the cosmic mind is in the time universe of space.
I think you missed a bit, Cole.
Or did I? The lesser the diversity of energy and spirit, the lesser the observable function of mind. Thank you. Apparently, the maximum function of the cosmic mind is in the time universe of space. Here, mind seems to function in the mid-zone between energy and spirit, but this is not true of the higher levels of mind. On paradise, energy and spirit are essentially one. The mind gravity circuit is dependable. It emanates from the third person of deity on paradise, but not all the observable function of mind is predictable. Throughout all known creation, there parallels this circuit of mind, some little understood presence. Wow. God, that dropped me in. I don't know why. Oh. Whose function is not predictable. We believe that this unpredictability is partly attributed to the function of the universe absolute. What this function is, we don't know. What creates it, we can
Actuate.
Oh, sorry. What actuates it, you two so spot on. Like, we're a call. Get your head straight.
It's just a word, Cole. It's all right.
Mm-hmm. I don't even know. I don't even know why I can't say it. I think I'm slightly dyslexic. Or simply can't read. What actuates it? We can only conjecture considering its relation to creatures.
Concerning.
What?
Concerning.
What did I say?
Considering.
Oh, gosh. Concerning its relation to creatures, we can only speculate.
Oh, so they don't know.
It's so promising that it's for a very, very long time not all clear.
There's always going to be the unknown.
Yeah. Well, unknown become known. Certain phases of the unpredictability of fine mind may be due to the incompleteness of the Supreme Being. What? May be due to incompleteness of the Supreme Being, and there is a vast zone of activities wherein the conjoint actor and the universal absolute may possibly be tangent.
Tangent. Does anyone know what tangent is? It's a mathematical term, isn't it?
Yeah, because it's used like a verb here, isn't it? Oh, I mean, I know about going off on a tangent, but
oh yeah.
Tangent. I don't know about that. Yeah. That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, like just going off a bit. Going off course.
I thought it was like alongside.
Like a what?
Alongside, like you go in tangent with someone, it's like alongside, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
I might be wrong, I don't know.
No, that's how it's used, isn't it, mostly?
Yeah, being tangent.
You can go off on a tangent, but you can also go in tangent with someone, and it's like alongside, I think.
There is much about mind that is unknown, but of this we are sure the infinite spirit is the perfect expression of the mind of the Creator to all creatures. The Supreme Being is the evolving expression of the minds of all creatures of their Creator.
To their creator.
Oh, to their Creator. I'm so stoned now.
Did you
Here we
find it,
go.
Kim? Did you look up tangent, Kim? I think you're looking it up.
I looked up being tangent. It just says being on a tangent means to start talking or thinking about a new unrelated topic, often deviating from the original subject. And then it goes into geometry. It's
But
like
it's,
a line in geometry that touches a curve at one point but doesn't intersect it, implying a slight connection but a departure.
So,
Yeah,
like,
it originates from a geometric concept of a tangent line which touches a curve at only one point. Okay, so being tangent may possibly be tangent. So meaning it just
they
touches.
almost intersect, or something that they somehow.
Yeah. Tangent. Tangent. Yeah.
There's
Tangent
much about
means.
mind. Hmm?
Sorry, no, it's okay. Yeah.
There's much about mind that is unknown, but of this we are sure. The infinite spirit is the perfect expression of the mind of the Creator to all creatures. The Supreme Being is the evolving expression of the minds of all creatures to their Creator. The evolving expression of the minds of all creatures to their Creator. I have a feeling that next time I read this, it might come clearer.
Yeah. Yeah, because you will see more of the whole picture, you know.
It kind of feels like it's obvious, but I'm not getting it.
Yeah.
To me today.
Okay, he's just preparing the ground, sort of
Yeah.
spreading wings and introducing concepts we have no idea about. So
Yeah.
Some people who studied this for a very long time, they know all these expressions. It's quite interesting to watch. Watching some of those videos that come from the cafe, they call it. And,
From what?
it's like a cafe where people just meet and discuss different sections. And just the knowledge they have about it is just amazing. Seven, universe reflectivity. The conscious actor is able to coordinate all levels of universe actuality in such manner as to make possible the simultaneous recognition of the mental, material, and the spiritual. This is the phenomenon on universe
reflectivity.
That unique and inexplicable power to see, hear, sense, and know all things as they transpire through a super universe, and to focalize by reflectivity all this information and knowledge at any desired point. The reflections of reflectivity is shown in perfection.
The action of reflectivity.
Okay. The action of reflectivity is shown in a perfection on each of the headquarters worlds of the 7 super universes. It is also operative through all the sectors of the super universe and within boundaries of the local universe. Reflectivity finally focalizes on paradise. Wow, that's nice. Oh. The phenomenon of reflectivity, as it is disclosed on a super universe headquarters world in the amazing performance of the reflective personalities there stationed, represents the most complex interassociation of all phases of existence to be found in all creation. Lines of spirit can be tracked back to the sun, physical energy to paradise, and mind of the third source. But in the extraordinary phenomenon of universal reflectivity, there is a unique and exceptional unification of all three, so associated is to enable, so associated as to enable to
enable the
universe
Rulers.
Oh, Jesus. Universe rulers to know about remote conditions instantaneously, simultaneously with their occurrence. All right, maybe I take a break from here.
well, you're a bit cooked, I think, Carl.
Yeah, pretty cooked. It's been an intense fast, so
Yeah,
I did 6 days, so I'm happy.
it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I lost 5 kilos.
That's a lot.
Yeah, but I feel so nice.
Mm.
All right, who's gonna take the next read? Kim, are you ready to?
Yeah, I can go.
All right, honey.
Much of the technique of reflectivity we comprehend, but there are many phases which truly baffle us.
Yeah,
Oh,
how's that feeling?
Bob,
Yeah.
join the club.
Thank
Wow.
God.
Oh,
God,
it's not just me.
yeah.
No. We know that the conjoint actor is the universe center of the mind circuit, that he is the ancestor of the cosmic mind, and that cosmic mind operates under the dominance of the absolute mind gravity of the third source and center. We know further that the circuits of the cosmic mind influence the intellectual levels of all known existence. They contain the universal space reports, and just as certainly they focus in the 7 master spirits and converge in the third source and center. Oh dear. The relationship between the finite cosmic mind and the divine absolute mind appears to be evolving in the experiential mind of the Supreme. We are taught that in the dawn of time, this experiential mind was bestowed upon the Supreme by the Infinite Spirit, and we conjecture that certain features of the phenomenon of reflectivity can be accounted for only by postulating the activity of the Supreme Mind. If the Supreme is not concerned in reflectivity, we are at a loss to explain the intricate transactions and unerring operations of this consciousness of the cosmos. Reflectivity appears to be omniscience within the limits of the experiential finite and may represent the emergence of the presence consciousness of the Supreme Being. If this assumption is true, then the utilization of reflectivity in any of its phases is equivalent to partial contact with the consciousness of the Supreme. Don't really have a clue there.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah. Yes, reflectivity.
I think I was thinking of in tandem and not in tangent. Yeah.
Yes. I
Yeah.
thought, no, Kevin's, there's another word. There's another similar word Kevin's thinking of, but I couldn't
Yeah.
think of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, in tandem. That's the opposite almost.
Tandem, right. That's right. Tandem,
Yeah.
not tangent.
Yes.
Off on a tangent.
Mm. Yes.
So the Supreme. I don't get this. Yeah, I don't remember who's who here.
Yeah, there's so many
But we're all
definitions.
connected.
Yeah.
Uh, uh,
This first book is very complex, but it gets
Yeah.
easier because it will get more like a narrative a little bit without being so. We're talking about the closest to paradise. I mean, imagine it like the center, and then first circle and second circle and a third and a fourth and a fifth. Then it gets a little bit more detailed in the paradise sun and how everything got created. It's really quite fascinating. So have patience.
I know that
So
there
that
are sections later on, like I read some sections sort of in the middle of the book earlier on, and there was one which I found really interesting, which was the creation of the first man and woman, like the life of the first man. Oh,
right.
that's real. Like I found it quite interesting
Yeah.
Yes.
and easy enough to read. Much easier.
It gets easier.
Yeah.
Was it like Adam and Eve?
Yeah. Well, not like our story of Adam and Eve, that's for sure.
Actually very different.
Yeah.
how we had it all constructed. And the first people were not Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Shall I keep reading, or
Yeah. I mean,
it's nearly finished the paper?
ooh.
Because, yeah, Kevin and I have to go soon, actually.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Did you want to read it all, Kevin?
No.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
Number 8, personalities of the infinite spirit. The infinite spirit possesses full power to transmit many of his powers and prerogatives to his coordinate and subordinate personalities and agencies. The first deity-creating act of the infinite spirit, functioning apart from the Trinity, but in some unrevealed association with the Father and Son, personalized in the existence of the 7 master spirits of paradise, the distributors of the infinite spirit to the universes. It doesn't seem to be a proper sentence. Anyway.
Let's have a look. Shall we have another look
Like
at
it says blah, blah, and then it, probably just don't know.
The first deity act of the infinite spirit functioning apart from the Trinity, but in some unrevealed association with the Father and the Son, personalized in the existence of the 7 master spirits of paradise, the distributors of the infinite spirit to the universes. So he personalized in the existence of the 7 master spirits of paradise. Is what it's saying.
Okay. There is no direct representative of the third source and center on the headquarters of the super universe. Each of these 7 creations is dependent on one of the master spirits of paradise, who acts through the 7 reflective spirits situated at the capital of the universe, of the super universe.
I love it. I love it.
The next and continuing creative act of the infinite spirit is disclosed from time to time in the production of the creative spirits. Every time the universal Father and the eternal Son become parent to a creator Son, the infinite spirit becomes ancestor to a local universe creative spirit who becomes the close associate of that creator Son in all subsequent universe experience. Just as it is necessary to distinguish between the eternal Son and the creator Sons, so it is necessary to differentiate between the infinite spirit and the creative spirits, the local universe coordinates of the creator Sons. What the infinite spirit is to the total creation, a creative spirit is to a local universe.
Mm.
The third source and center is represented in the grand universe by a vast array of ministering spirits, messengers, teachers, adjudicators, helpers, and advisors, together with supervisors of certain circuits of physical, morontial, and spiritual nature. Not all of these beings are personalities in the strict meaning of the term. Personality of the infinite creature variety is characterized by 1, subjective self-consciousness, 2, objective response to the Father's personality circuit. Got that?
Yep.
Oh my God. There are creator personalities and creature personalities. And in addition to these two fundamental types, there are personalities of the third source and center. Beings who are personal to the infinite spirit, but who are not unqualifiedly personal to creature beings. These third source personalities are not a part of the Father's personality circuit. First source personality and third source personality are mutually contactable. All personality is contactable.
Mm.
There's division in the kingdom.
The Father bestows personality by his personal free will. Why he does so, we can only conjecture. How he does so, we do not know. Neither do we know why the third source bestows non-Father personality, but this the infinite spirit does on his own behalf, in creative conjunction with the eternal Son, and in numerous ways unknown to you. The infinite spirit can also act for the Father in the bestowal of first source personality. Shall I keep going or?
Yeah, definitely.
I've got to go. I'm going to get going now. Thanks, guys.
All right, Kevin. Nice to
All
see
right. All right, I'll see you soon, Kevin.
Okay.
Bye.
you guys meeting up.
Yeah, there's a coffee group this morning. Yeah.
Yeah, every second Thursday we have a coffee
Cool.
group. But I'm closer, so I can stay a little bit longer.
See Kevin.
See you later.
There. There are numerous types of third source personalities. The infinite spirit bestows third source personality upon numerous groups who are not included in the Father's personality circuit, such as certain of the power directives. Likewise, does the infinite spirit treat as personalities numerous groups of beings, such as the creative spirits, who are in a class by themselves in their relation to encircuited creatures of the Father.
You know what I find really wonderful about this? That every sentence is like a revelation of something I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. My brain's just switching off to a lot of it this morning.
Yeah, too much. Too much.
But it's all, like, I think I'm a bit unfocused because I went to a meeting before I came here. I was quite involved in this meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just think it would take going over and over and over.
Yeah.
It's like, it's the structure of things, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's so particularized.
It's
really good to have it recorded.
Yes, it's so incomparable to anything. Like
it is,
I
yeah.
like about it. It's just not another New Age bloody book.
Yeah.
It's just so exquisite in a way. Like today I'm having like an absolute meltdown with this inside of me. It's this flow. I don't know how it works, but I think it stimulates like a deeper imagination. That where you somewhere have to make sense out of this, and so. But somewhere, some of those that take me to a place that feels very real, almost like it blows away part of the mind that I was rigid, saw things very differently.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it definitely stretches
Yeah.
something within us so we can,
That's what it
it
does.
gives us the capacity to understand
You know,
more vast
dysfunctional
concept.
structures, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, it loosens the usual
Yeah. Blah blah.
stretches, is that the word? It loosens the usual
yeah,
clamps on our thinking.
yeah,
Sometimes it has to do that before you can work it out. That's why there's a delay, I suppose.
yeah.
Mm.
Well, we actually don't have that far to go.
No,
I am. I'll probably have to go actually. I'll go in
I
about
can
15 minutes. Yeah.
I can read some more if you've had enough,
Yeah,
but
that'd be great, Alison. Yeah.
okay. Where are we up to?
Both first source and third source.
Oh,
Personality.
really? Already there.
Yeah.
I think I sort of switched off about three paragraphs ago.
Yeah,
Mm.
I wasn't taking in anything really. I was just trying to focus on reading it. That was enough.
Yeah.
Mm.
Uh,
Mm.
Both first source and third source personalities are endowed with all and more than man associates with the concept of personality.
yes.
They have minds embracing memory, reason, judgment, creative imagination, idea association, decision choice, and numerous additional powers of intellect wholly unknown to mortals.
Beautiful. What number are we on?
I'm not on a number.
I don't have numbers either.
Oh, Jesus. What does the sentence start with?
Both first source
Got it.
and third source.
9.8.
Mm. With few exceptions, the orders revealed to you possess form and distinct individuality. Really? Oh, they all possess form. They are real beings. The majority of them are visible to all orders of spirit existence. To all orders. Wow. Even you will be able to see your spiritual associates, even us. Hey, woo! Even you will be able to see. What's that?
What does it say next?
It says, even you will be able to see your spiritual associates of the lower orders as soon as you are delivered from
Mm-hmm.
the limited vision of your present material eyes
Mm-hmm.
and have been endowed with a Morontia form with its enlarged sensitivity to the reality of spiritual things. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, it's such a struggle to get there sometimes. Wow. Like to even advance in any way.
Well, that makes me think of Emmanuel Swedenborg because apparently he was visiting all the spiritual realms and could converse and talk to spirits on all different levels, like for 50 years or something.
Wow.
And he
Wow.
wrote numerous things all about it. Yeah.
Swedenborg. What was his name? Emmanuel.
Emmanuel Swedenborg. Yeah.
Oh, Swedenborg.
It's really, I don't know.
Have you,
I
so
started,
you've been reading his stuff, have you? His
well, I
teaching.
started years ago, but I wasn't always talk about all the different spirits and the hells and the heavens. And he talks about the three tiers of heaven, like the three levels. It was too much for me, but now I can more resonate with it. I don't know
Right.
why.
Yeah.
But he talks about like all the different mansions in heaven and your residence there, your house will be a reflection of where you are inside, like where you're at.
That's
Being
already happened.
perfectly reflected. And as you learn and develop, it changes. Everything changes according to how you are within yourself. And he talks about these crystal buildings made of crystal. And I was listening to a near-death experience the other day, and he was saying, yeah, he came to all these buildings made of crystal, and he wondered if anyone else had seen them. And I thought, Swedenborg.
Oh, you look
Anyway,
at that Superman, didn't he come from a place where
yeah,
anyway,
yeah,
crystalline
yeah.
structures. Anyway.
Anyway, yeah. But yeah, I reckon maybe that's what he had, a Morontian form, and in
Maybe.
large sensitivity to the reality, because it happened to him. I think he was 50 or something when it happened to him.
Did he have a near-death experience first?
No, I don't think so. No. But
Oh, well.
basically, like, he was quite famous in his day. He was like a scientist and an inventor, and he wrote books and books and books on about the human body and all types of things like that. And he was really well known.
There are so many
But
of them. I mean, there are plenty, like Edgar Casey. They all had this
yeah.
profound sort of journey.
But then when he put out his spiritual books, they laughed at him, and a lot of people, and he only sold like a couple of books in his day. And he was laughed at, and they made fun of him, and yeah, because he's dear, I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah,
Normal.
yeah, it's normal,
yeah.
isn't it?
Cast not
Yeah,
your pearls before swine.
Yeah.
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 But now I think he's becoming more and more, he's what he was writing then in the 1800s. He was
Yeah.
born in the 1700s. Yeah, it's this sort of thing. I think it really fits with it, you know. Anyway,
The
so
functional family of the functional family of the third source and center, as it is revealed in these narratives, falls into three great groups: the supreme spirits, a group of composite origin that embraces, among others, the following orders. Oh, dear God. Ugh, the seven master. So where did the functional family of the third source and center, so basically the third source and center has created these this family. Is that what they're saying?
Let's see.
I don't know.
Anyway, one, the supreme spirits, a group of composite origin that embraces, among others, the following orders. One, the seven master spirits of paradise. Two, the reflective spirits of the super universes. Oh, wow. Something happened there.
Mm. Mm.
Oh, three, the creative spirits of the local universes. Oh, the reflective spirits of the super universes. Wow. Ooh. Something was reflected then.
Yes. You are being informed on the levels you
Yeah. I have no idea. Oh, dear. Hey, the power directors, a group of control creatures and agencies that function throughout all organized space. Three, the personalities of the infinite spirit. This designation does not necessarily imply that these are third source personalities, though some of them are unique as will creatures. They are usually grouped in three major classifications: the higher personalities of the infinite spirit, the messenger hosts of space, the ministering spirits of time.
Mm.
These groups serve on Paradise, in the central or residential universe, in the super-universes, and they embrace orders that function in the local universes, even to the constellations, systems, and planets.
Nearly there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The spirit personalities of the vast family of the divine and infinite spirit are forever dedicated to the service of the ministry of the love of God and the mercy of the Son to all the intelligent creatures of the evolutionary worlds of time and space. These spirit beings constitute the living ladder whereby mortal man climbs from chaos to glory. Oh my God, hallelujah.
Mm.
Praise the Lord.
Ah,
The living ladder. Oh.
oh, wow.
Beautiful.
Oh, revealed on URANTIA by a Divine Counselor of Uversa, commissioned by the Ancients of Days to portray the nature and work of the infinite spirit.
Well,
Oh,
isn't there something about a ladder in the Bible? Jacob's ladder or something?
Jacob's ladder. I don't know what that's about, though.
I wonder if it's a similar analogy. I don't know. Yeah.
Constitute the living ladder whereby mortal man climbs from chaos to glory. Oh, thank God for that.
Yeah.
Oh,
They must be on the bottom rung or something.
yeah.
It probably goes for, miles, probably
A
miles and
fire
miles and miles.
escape. Mind you, a fire escape goes down, so that's wrong.
Well, paper 10, guys. This is amazing announcement.
Well, I'm going to have
Paradise.
to look at that recording because I really missed out on, it's interesting, the reflective, when he talks about the universe reflectivity, because I got distracted, I had someone arrive, I had a flat inspection, he had to come and do this.
Oh.
And yeah, I got interrupted during that and then I didn't get back to it. So, but interesting, like I really had that, the reflective spirits of the universe. It's just like, I mean, I wonder what that is. And it was just something.
This is what I love about it, that it just moves something within. It's mental or organization of all these statements, but the actual experiential shift.
Yeah.
Mm. And there are probably certain things that each of us are, because we're each individual personalities. We've been given our personalities by God, and they're all unique. We must have certain things that we are more attuned to or able to receive than others.
Yeah, like possibly, some of these entities are like our future.
Mm-hmm.
That might be our group, in the future or something.
Yeah.
I mean, we have, because I think because of our background, which most of the people who do URANTIA book, I think they look down a little bit on what we're into. You know, they see that the channeled materials as very like not it, but I don't think they see it correctly either, because what we've gone through and in experiential way, in a way of revelation, by undoing our structures, which these books are really focused on. You're personally, like, you know, Jesus speaking to your ear saying, do this, now do this, now do this, now do this. Whereas this is like, this is what I did, you know, he walked around and did that and did that, and you see an example of it, but we were given instructions of how to dislodge, how to forgive, how to not hold grievances, and all these very particular shifts, you know, not seeing things so rigidly. And I didn't find it anywhere else. And, you know, I also say, because there is this saying like, no, these books came from this sleeping sort of source, and you know, so he could not interfere. But you know, when when Helen Shackman was saying, like, sometimes she tried to change a word in Course in Miracles, and then the source just wouldn't let her go to sleep, you know, until she fixed it, you know. So Course in Miracles, and absolutely, it's got nothing to do with her interference in it whatsoever.
You know,
it's just not. It's
and if you read the Urtext, you'd see that too. Like, she has these discussions, and then they, you know, she might stop writing things down mid-sentence, and come back to it and carry on that same sentence. I mean, it's insane. It's insane and interesting.
And I think it's absolutely equal. I think there's the same kind of source that gives these kind of more personally, more focusing on really that inner transformation through the practice.
And I find it quite interesting because I've been into Joel Goldsmith for many years. I don't read his stuff anymore, generally speaking, but I find it quite interesting that he was doing his work really intensively, and he saw it as a web going around the planet, a spiritual web that would connect, you know, a web of connectivity that would encompass the planet and do the work. He died in 1965, but I feel like somehow there was an energetic component in what he was doing to allowing Course in Miracles to come through. I really feel like, you know, they're connected somehow. But I find it interesting what his students have now done with it, because he would never have he'd have meetings, but he would never have a regular annual thing at the same place, etc., etc. You know, because he would be led by spirit for each different thing that he did. He was always led by spirit. He was always listening and answering to what the request was from spirit. And, you know, I went to a workshop run by one of the top people in the Joel Goldsmith communities here in New Zealand, and they have the same workshop, same weekend every year at the same place. It's like they've got into this routine. They just haven't not listened to what he said, and no one is able. There might be people in the community who are able to do the healing work that he was doing, but it's just been lost by people's rigid personal structures, you know. Anyway, that's my theory, and I don't know if it's correct or not, but I feel like
it does not matter. Whatever talks to you, whatever moves you, whatever enlightens you in any way.
Yeah, I mean, I had many, 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 many experiences. Like, I looked at his stuff for years, and first thing in the morning when I was unable to do Course in Miracles, I was doing Joel Goldsmith and having experiences, you know.
Yeah, I like him too. I haven't read much, but I have a little bit. He's the one that says closer than hands and feet, isn't it?
Oh, well, that's
that God is
a biblical
than your hands and feet.
That's actually a biblical quote.
But he used to say it a lot. And
probably,
I'd always hear it when I listen to his stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Well, that happens to everyone. Like, human beings want to make everything into a rigid system.
Yeah, that's what that was
No?
the point I was wanting to make. And I
Yeah.
think, but what I did notice, Cole, was that link that you sent us, and I had a look at at that discussion group. What was it?
On
Something to do with
rebellion.
Lucifer?
the
The Lucifer
Luciferian
rebellion?
rebellion. You know, the people in that group, I didn't get. I felt like maybe they're not having the experiences in the same way that we're having them, but they do have an openness
Mm.
and an intelligence with it, an openness of mind somehow, like at some level anyway. Which yeah, I guess you have to if you're going to read this stuff.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
it
yeah.
didn't feel as rigid to me.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, like everyone could have their viewpoint of whatever,
Mm.
Yeah,
and everything was allowed, you know.
yeah. So I mean, it'd be nice if we could somehow make a connection with the group, or I don't know. Anyway, we'll see where it goes, eh? But
Yeah.
this is for me, this is just really good.
I just joined the mailing list of this thing, and
Yeah.
I could actually join. Unfortunately, the times are so bad
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
that
Does that mean though that you can get the recordings?
you can get the recordings. Yeah, they're available. There's a whole
Right.
list of them, but um, yeah, I might not be able to join in. And it's also I love watching them because if someone talks that I can't relate to, I can just fast forward. Right?
Mm.
Yeah.
In a
Yeah.
Yeah.
group, you can't fast forward. You have to go like go on
Yeah.
some tangent where I go like, oh, I just I don't want to listen to this.
Yeah.
You can hear it that it's coming from this like, But there's
Yeah.
also these really beautiful examples where people speak from such clarity, and you can see that they had
Yeah.
experience. Because for me, if someone didn't have an experience and it's trying to tell me something, it's just does not.
Yeah.
It's
So
not
cute.
I know. It's
the light behind the message.
Mm.
yeah.
Anyway, guys, we'll see you really soon. Hey, Kim, you have to.
Yeah. Thank you, Colin Elson.
So
See
we'll
you
Okay, yeah,
soon.
lovely to see you.
see you
Yeah.
Saturday, guys. Thanks for coming
Yeah.
in.
See
Awesome.
ya.
Okay. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Say hello to everyone.
Yeah. Okay. See you.
Ciao, guys. See
Yeah.
ya.